focus most of this podcast on how speech therapists can benefit from social media and Web 2.0. There are so many ways in which speech therapists can benefit from the internet to collaborate with other professionals and share ideas with people from all around the world. Imagine that the changes from Web 1.0 to Web 2.0 is comparable to changes from when you used to administer testing separately from other professionals to when you started collaborating with parents, with other professionals in order to provide the service to the child. The Web 2.0 allows individuals not only to consume information but to be creators of information themselves. It's about sharing and collaboration. In the past, you consumed information mostly from master journals or from big companies that had the ability to create a website. Today, you consume information from speech therapists like you. They're anywhere around the world. They can be speech therapists working in schools, have a private practice, or they could even be a SLP.
Let's try to be a little more graphic now so I can try to explain a little bit what I have in my mind. So in the past, speech therapists would be compared to what the Web 1.0 was. So the sharing of information was unidirectional. You'd have the parents, the teachers, the diagnosticians give you information about the child so you alone would come to conclusions regarding the child's speech and language development. With Web 1.0, very few people had the knowledge to create and share information on the internet. It'd be a one-way sharing of information. They'd create the information and share it with you. Today, I have the pleasure to say that we can compare ourselves to what the Web 2.0 is. It's not unidirectional anymore. We share information with teachers, with the diags, and then we send information back to them. Everybody's collaborating and getting to conclusions together as a team. It's about teamwork. With Web 2.0, it's also about sharing and collaborating with each other. You create the information you can share with friends, with any other SLPs, using blogs, using Twitter, Facebook. Everybody's connected. Everybody can share information at any time.
You can also be part of this internet revolution, and I'm going to show you today how to do this. First, let's talk about Facebook. There are so many options. If you do not have a Facebook page yet, you can join Facebook at www.facebook.com. Once you have set up your account, you can join a few pages. The American Speech and Hearing Association has a Facebook page with over 22,000 individuals. They talk about therapy ideas and all sorts of speech therapy discussions. The Spellery Foundation also has a Facebook page. Some of my favorite pages, of course, are the Geek SLP page, the iPhone, iPod, and iPad for speech therapy, the Smart Ears page with information about apps for speech therapists. There are several other pages, and I'll make sure I'll post those links on my blog at geekslp.wordpress.com. Now let's talk about Twitter. Twitter is a social networking service that allows users to blog, which means being able to send and read other users' messages called tweets. Tweets are posts up to 140 characters. This can be a little difficult for us speech therapists who love to talk so much. I'm on Twitter as Geek SLP. Feel free to follow me. I feel that very smart SLPs are also posting on Twitter. Some of my favorite Twitter authors are Megan Brady as Avocado Tax, Asha as Asha Webb. At Twitter, SLPs can exchange ideas, post news that relate to us, etc. In order to keep track of speech therapy related news, speech therapists use hashtags such as SLPs, speech therapy, BSHM for Better Speech and Hearing Month. There is still so many ways that you can meet other speech therapists through the use of social media, but I'll leave that for next podcast. That was it for today, and I guess I'll have to record a new podcast addressing the use of social media for speech therapists part 2. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much, and see you next time.
This episode was brought to you by Smarty Ears, developing apps for speech therapists, now available on iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad.